So I reiterate here, the bill is dead.
The story of this great city is about the years before this night. We are free!
Hey everybody, it's a new hot episode of Ho Ho Hong Kong. I'm your host, Mohammed Magdi.
That's right. It's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes.
Whoa,
I am
what
getting
kind of show
so
is
hot,
this?
I'm going to take my clothes off. As a wise person once quoted before many, many years ago.
If you are listening to this on the MTR, please do not listen to this clip.
Exactly. Don't be inspired at this moment in your life.
Yeah,
Be like,
exactly.
you know what? I was on the fence about it. I thought about it. And this guy just said, it is getting hot, and I agree with him.
Yeah.
And, by the nature of agreeing with statement A, I went with statement B.
Imagine if they do that and then it's like their all naked butt, a Ho Ho Hong Kong t-shirt.
Oh,
We would get some PR.
We get some good PR. I mean, we'll definitely get a lot of downloads. Whether you actually get full episode listens, that's a different story.
Yeah,
you
you
know.
probably want to just find the part where we say take off all your clothes.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
we go on
Just
about like other
exactly.
shit. Like,
And what they'll do, they'll make it like a mixtape and take it to court.
Oh,
and be
yeah.
like, Your Honor, we'd like to play what they said. So take off all your clothes. It's like
Is that auto-tune thing?
What are they take
Yeah.
off all your clothes? One
so
of those
bad.
things. Yeah.
Are they still around, the auto-tune?
I'm pretty sure the technology's still there, but
Yeah.
it's a bit too obvious now. Like people after Cher did it, we're like, okay, this is a bit too much,
Yeah.
Yeah, we do believe in love.
But yeah,
Yeah.
if you really want to take this to the next level, you can remix the intro.
Oh,
This is for
wow.
this
Like
time.
auto-tune that one?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I'll see. I don't know. I don't really yet know that well of how to use the audio software.
You like to learn new stuff.
I'm
so-
sure, yeah. I mean, it depends. If the time
Or the
permits
outro,
it.
so people
Or
can
we'll see.
listen
I'll
to
figure it
it.
out. Maybe I'll do something. Maybe I won't. If I did, you know what? If I did, and you did notice any difference,
Yeah.
your headphones suck. Right? If I didn't,
Yeah.
and you did notice something different, your headphone sucks.
Yeah.
So one or the other is your
Right,
fault, all right,
yeah.
people? So whether or not I did it or not, this is up to you.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we usually don't take any response. We mentioned that before many
Oh,
times.
yeah.
Like this is a comedy podcast.
It's a given thing, yeah.
And there's no promises made. The only promise is that we will talk.
Correct.
That's
yes.
it.
I mean, that is the bare minimum of a podcast.
Yeah.
Then again, there are many podcasts that I've noticed on Spotify that are not talking. They're like maybe singing bowls and other
What?
stuff. Yeah. They've got like what they've done. Okay, so I noticed on Spotify if you like Google, let's say meditation stuff like that, right? They probably realize that if I compete on an album point of view, I can't outdo like say Beyonce. I'm not going to be highly ranked. But so what they do is they take all these kind of just purely instrumental stuff, make it into a podcast episode. All of a sudden now, people are like, okay.
That's cheating, though.
That's cheating, right?
Yeah.
However, it's smart because now you don't listen to the same singing bowl gong thing twice because the episodes will replay.
Right.
With like the album, you have it on loop and you're like, hey, I know that gong sound. I've had that.
That's pretty creative, I would say.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I mean, but I on my Spotify half the time when I'm zoning out, I'll just have like let's say ocean waves or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And it's come to a point that I've listened to a few albums so many times that I recognize the ocean wave. I'm like, it's gonna hit it. And there we go. I remember
That's kind of
that.
psycho level.
Psycho level of I need to remind myself Spotify doesn't have only one album.
Yes.
And I do pay a subscription which allows me every album.
I mean, every year they obviously do like your year in review or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Mine is usually like 4 songs. It's
Oh, yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
No, mine's going to be like, you listen to this song 20,000 times.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
Here's what we suggest.
Yeah.
It's like, it was basically all the songs were, let's say, ocean waves and birds chirping. And like, they're like, we suggest you have restaurant music.
Yeah.
Or, they're like, just some sort of human interaction. Enough
Yeah.
with this nature crap.
Yeah.
It's going to happen soon, man. Now, let's see, end of the year, we're already halfway there. So I'm sure Spotify's already noting every single song I listen to.
There is a new sound that I think will be popular in the next couple of weeks. Whale sound.
Oh, yeah. Apparently
Yeah.
in the news or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually didn't know this kind of whale that was sighted. Seen
Yeah, it was seen,
in
yeah.
Cyclone.
Yeah.
It has like an interesting name.
Bird or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I bet you anything is one
It's
of those.
huge. It's not like a it's
Yeah.
not a bullshit whale. They're like, it's whatever.
Yeah.
No, that's like a legit whale.
Exactly, right? I mean, it kind of sucks that they had to use another sound of an animal's name to attach to this whale's name. It's like,
Yeah.
why would you do that?
Yeah.
Like, give it its own name, dude.
The woman who filmed it also sounds so. I don't know if you saw the original video.
Oh, I haven't seen the original
She
video
sounds
yet.
very creepy. It sounds like she's watching porn, basically.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
my
she's like,
goodness, man.
oh, yeah. Oh, beautiful. I'm like, oh my God, stop.
I bet you
Please go find the video.
For all you know, maybe she re-recorded the audio.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
She's like, yeah, I can't let that go out.
Yeah.
She's probably in the beginning like, oh, guys, baby.
Yeah.
She's like, I can't be releasing that. So she's like, let me re-record it. But she probably had to do the video quickly.
Yeah.
Late at night, she was living, close to neighbors. She's like, oh yeah.
Yeah, she didn't want to be
Great.
loud.
Yeah, it's one of those things. She wanted to get the exposure
Yeah.
with the newspaper, but she didn't want her original voice to go on.
Right.
Much like, let's say, the comedian who uses editing techniques to try their best to hide away certain pausing moments in their set,
Right.
or they
Like
they
a lot of ums and ahs.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, they'll do that kind of thing. So I'm guessing that probably happened. That's my assumption.
I mean, the fact that this is also junk boat season, that's nuts. Like, this could have been under a junk boat.
Right?
Like, it's wild that
I mean, these guys could be.
I was on a junk boat a couple of weeks ago.
You could have been in the water, just like swimming around, and all of a sudden, like, hey,
What?
I'm floating
Yeah.
differently. yeah. Wow, that would have been so
That's
crazy.
wild. Yeah.
You know what would be crazy? That mouth was so big.
Yeah.
It could probably get the gulp of everyone on the junk boat.
Oh, yeah. No, easily, because every junk boat has like this floaty thing.
Yeah.
So you usually have like 6 people
Yeah,
with
so
the
gone.
little sippy cups.
Yeah.
And imagine if you just look off the boat and
Yeah.
then you just see them
Yeah,
being like swallowed in real
And you're
life.
like, yeah,
real
like,
time.
my first thought would be like, did they pay the deposit? And I'd be like, wait, hold on a second. Do we divide the final sum by 6 or less?
I think you haven't been on a junk boat for ages. You always pay up front because of shit like
yeah,
this.
it's like this.
You
Yeah,
never pay after.
Yeah, you don't trust it.
No.
Everyone's getting off. They're half
Yeah.
drunk. You forget to count.
The force
and all.
majeure in these situations can
Yeah.
be being eaten by whale. I'm pretty sure the junk boat companies are gonna start
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
adding it.
they're gonna have this policy.
Yeah.
Like if you're eaten by whale, no refunds. Something like that. We cannot guarantee whale.
I mean, of all the cool ways to go, I guess if there are cool ways, this
Yeah.
this is not a bad story.
It's pretty cool. Now I'm curious though. Like you get into the whale's mouth.
Yeah.
Haven't you seen those cartoons where the cartoon characters are inside the whale and the whale's so big that they have they find like a lamp inside. They're walking through the guts, saying like, "Oh, let's find a way to get out of here."
Yeah, yeah.
Like everything's flat.
I think you're thinking of the the animation of the Jonas like
one
the
of those.
prophet.
Yeah.
right?
It's probably one of those. Yeah.
The prophet in Arabic we call him Yunus. So
Yeah.
Jonas, same name.
Yeah.
And I'm sure like some people are yelling now that I'm
Yeah.
messing everything up. But basically, it's the whole thing is like he got swallowed by a whale.
Yeah.
And then he like prayed to
Yeah.
get like to not die or whatever.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then eventually he was like.
I mean,
he made
for
it
all
out.
you know, like
Yeah.
you get swallowed by the whale, right? You're in there now. First of all, it should be pitch black.
Mm.
But of course, every cartoon or story will somehow have a skeleton in the corner.
Yes.
Who had a lamp with them, right? And you just happen to have the last
Yeah.
matchstick. You light it up, you walk around, you're like, I wonder what we could do. And every video game that ever has the character being swallowed by a whale,
Mm.
the best way to get out is just to make the whale puke.
Right. Yeah.
So you're like, you kick the throat around and stuff.
Yeah,
and
you
they
go
all-
to that little dangly
Yeah,
thing
exactly,
and you
yeah,
play.
yeah.
You treat it as like
a boxing bag.
a
Yeah, exactly.
exactly. It looks the same too.
Yeah, exactly. It
right?
works perfectly, right?
Yeah.
And the whale throws up. You're like, yay! Right? The whale throws
You're
you
right back on the junk
Yeah,
boat.
you hope you're on the same junk boat. You're on the other one, and you get on the other one. They're like, well, you're paying for this one now.
Yeah.
You're like, god damn it, I
You're
haven't
the other
paid.
one with the hot chicks. You're like,
exactly.
nice, I
Yeah.
got an upgrade.
Yay! Exactly. Yeah. That. Then you'll be looking at like that is a story to tell.
I mean, I don't know what this whale story is, but I don't believe from the news that they tracked it. But if they did, like, I feel like there should be like some sort of exhibition, like some sort
Sure,
of,
yeah. I mean,
adventure.
then again, I'm sure. In one hand, they were like, first of all, I highly doubt we have that kind of technology and equipment ready in Hong Kong to be like, all right, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah.
So by the time they get all that stuff, I'm sure the whale's gone. The whale's like, yeah, I'm not stupid. People. The
Yeah.
whale probably popped up like, yeah, these people are skinny. I don't need this stuff.
Yeah.
I want some proper meat.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing nothing really happened to it. They'll probably track it down, but I guess they can't really like contain it or do anything.
No,
with
not
it.
contain it.
Yeah.
Just like to track it, like because
where
they
it's
put
swimming
like
around?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
because they
trackers,
put like
right?
trackers on sharks and stuff. That
I
would be
bet-
cool.
Yeah, they put like one of those like lost your luggage Bluetooth trackers on. Everyone's walking
Or
to
the air
app.
tag that they put
Yeah,
on like
the
dogs
air
and
tag.
stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, one
Yeah.
of those. They quickly they put like little microscopic whatever thing into it.
I mean, the dogs, like my dog has it, but it's not GPS.
Ah,
It's just like it's the
Close
size of
by
a grain
kind of
of
thing,
rice.
Yeah.
No, you have to scan it with like almost like a
Oh,
supermarket
the
scanner.
NFC, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
basically,
to
to
find
get
the
the
information.
information, yeah.
Ah, okay.
So it'll be funny if you get like the whale like up close. You're like, all right, just like,
Let me just
stay
scan
close.
this one. Yeah,
let
exactly.
me
You're trying to
scan.
like trying to find the barcode.
Yeah.
You're like, where's the QR code? God damn it, you stupid whale! You have no QR code. What's wrong with you? That'd be funny though. Like
What
if
a-
you actually find the whale with the QR code.
I know.
And you're like, that I gotta scan. I've got to scan. And like you couldn't scan it in time. And you're thinking to yourself like, I will never know why there's a QR code on the whale.
Yeah.
Was it nature?
Damn it,
Is
yeah.
that evolution?
Imagine seeing it and not being able to scan it on time and then
Yeah.
it's just gone forever.
Yeah, seeing it and not. So now this is one of the moments. You know, like how people, the kids nowadays, they don't live in the moment. You know, everyone at the concert, they're not really watching their phones. I'm like, first of all, at this moment, I think the value that this lady got out of recording the video of it, way higher than her just seeing with her eyes. Like, that was a good experience.
Definitely.
I mean, I saw it. You know,
Yeah.
this is pure unselfish attitude of like, let me record that down.
So everyone can see it
Exactly,
as well.
yeah,
Because she
yeah.
already saw it.
yeah,
Yeah.
you had your fun.
Yeah.
Don't hoard it. It's a big whale. You kind of
Yeah,
enjoy the
imagine
whole
also
thing.
how shitty the story would be if she comes back. She goes,
Yeah.
I saw the whale.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
everyone, all the media's like, where? They're like,
Yeah.
she's like, it's over there in Saikong. Yeah,
Yeah.
did you film it? Nope. They're like, get the fuck out of here.
Exactly, yeah. I'm sure at some
You're
point
high?
she'll probably say some wording wrong. She's like, I saw this white whale. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
we can't say that. Can't say that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not how we describe
Yeah,
them.
we call it whatever the other word is.
exactly, yeah.
That's like the PC way
Yeah,
to.
exactly, yeah. I mean, I'll tell you this though. Like, I highly doubt with my habit of like, okay, so junk boats. I have no problem with it, but I'm not a big fan of it. In other words, I'm not gonna have that itch of like, man, it's getting hot. I gotta go on a junk boat. I'm like, oh, this is a junk boat. I really can make it. I'm like, oh, okay, sure, whatever. But I find good enough joy to be on the boat. Like I don't,
So you don't want to jump in the water.
I don't feel like I've showered before. I get it.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm just
To
like,
be honest, like I also enjoy the boat part more than the water
yeah,
part.
the water part, yeah.
Yeah, like it's good to get in the water, especially when it's super hot.
Yeah.
But like on the upper deck of the boat is like probably the
awesome.
coolest thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Especially
Yeah.
under the shade, it's like hot. It's kind of windy.
Yeah.
And you just sit there with your drink and your friends
Exactly.
or whatever,
yeah.
and that's it. Like
Like,
that's
why stop that? Like, if
Yeah.
it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, you're having a good time. Why you're like, let me put my drink down that I'm enjoying and
Yeah.
surround myself with the same sort of liquid. It's like,
Right.
why would you do that? You've been having a good time. Why are you adjusting this?
But then some companies also give you like a sippy cup, so that's kind of cool.
Oh, so you can take it in the water?
You can take it in the water.
Really?
And that's pretty awesome.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
pretty weird, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, like, you get the floating beer can holders.
Yeah, no, you get like proper sippy cup.
Oh, proper
now.
sippy cups. Oh,
Yeah.
wow, that's pretty badass,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, it's pretty smart.
Yeah, speaking of outdoors, you are someone who we established hates outdoors.
So let me put it this way. Part of my job requires me to go to a lot of meetings and different places. Like, for example, just today, I was up all the way in Shengshui like 10 in the morning because I was at school comedy show, what a thing, right? So for me, outdoors has pretty much become work now. But when you say outdoors, it's like voluntary choice to go somewhere outside where transportation isn't convenient. It's like, you're going there and you know, that kind of thing. I'm like, yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. Mostly because, again, I think I've got that efficiency issue where I'm hiking up a hill and I'm just like, so let me understand this. My ROI for this is purely calorie burning,
Yeah.
or viewing of the skies, or what's going on over
or
here.
working out, like actually
Hence, yeah,
keeping
so-
yourself
And hence, that's when my brain comes out. I'm like,
Yeah.
I could do all three of these way more efficiently.
when you're actually working, like when you're like walking.
Oh, dude,
between
like
places.
I'm running around
Oh,
all
I
the time.
see.
So, however, now you might say, but the slopes, I'm like, I get the same slope. Like, the thing with me with hiking, put aside, okay, I mean, okay, let me explain something, people. 5 years ago, I'd be like, why would I do this? Now I'm like, I get the nature, you see the trees, I get it, you see the plants around me, all that stuff, right? However, there's still a bit of me that's still looking at going like, okay, so let me put all the little bits together. The hike has greenery. I got plants. We're done. Check. The hike has a slope. I'm like, I live on a slope. Check. Like, what is the hike providing me that I couldn't do pretty much on a daily basis that I already do, or I could easily just do here?
But everything you're saying, it means that like if you have a version of any version,
Yeah.
no matter how shitty or small,
Yeah.
of the thing that you're supposed to see, then you're
Yeah.
good. Which means that if I say, hey, Vivek, do you want to go see the movies, like the new Transformers or
Yeah.
whatever? And you
Yeah.
go, no, I saw Titanic on on like video cassette in 1994. I'm
Yeah.
good. I'm like, that's not.
Well, okay, so there's two schools of thought here, right?
Right.
So with the movie,
Like I saw a movie on a player.
Yeah,
Then I'm good forever.
I get it. Yeah, I see what you mean. You're like, yeah. So I'm basically saying, but I'm looking at the slope for slope, not slope for that hike. You get it? Like I'm looking at it purely from this is a slope. It's a 45-degree thing. Can I get an equivalent slope? So I'm comparing Transformers movie to basically watching any movie. Like you're saying, but it's the big screen. Like I have experienced the big screen. Like I'm not looking at the movie content. I'm looking at the screen size. You know, like I'm looking at like I did the big screen. I get it. Tick box done. I'll put it this way. There have been moments where I have gone for hikes and walks on my own, where it's like, oh, this is really beautiful. It's a moment, but that requires me to first of all have had a lot of free time to take a break, relax, not have a to-do list that's filled up, not have like, oh, but I got to get this done now, you know. And when I have that out of my list, that's when I'm like, I could just sit here and switch my brain off. This is pretty awesome.
Right, because you don't get enough, like a lot of the switching your brain off.
So
I get
my
that
point?
part. Yeah.
So I think that's the issue, is that the switching brain off, it's not a matter of like, wow, it's a holiday now. My brain is like, well, when you go back after this beautiful hike, you could be working.
Right.
So let me understand, how am I supposed to enjoy this hike kind of thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like I wasn't also like, my question wasn't about like why do you hate the outdoors or whatever, because we already had this conversation before. Actually, my point was that now that it's so hot, there is actually a lot of people in Hong Kong, and I'm sure a bunch of listeners are now kind of coming closer to your side.
Oh yes.
In terms of,
oh, I'm sorry,
oh
people.
shit, like can we do something indoors now?
Has he been one step ahead of us? He has seen something we haven't. This prophet of joy.
Only for like a month, okay?
Yeah,
Calm down.
Hey, let me just say, you live in the moment.
Yeah.
This 1 month, I'm living in the moment, man.
Right,
I'm gonna be looking at all you people like, oh, I'm sorry. Did you have to go home?
yeah.
You're at home with the air conditioning. Let me remind you, people. I don't turn on my air conditioning. I have a fan at best, right? So yeah, I'll put it this way. Because of the nature of my work and my nature of my body, I'm able to sweat just like that, right? So the whole feeling of people, you know, when you go hiking, you're sweating, you feel good. I'm like, people, I didn't need summer for that. I could sweat in winter, okay? Secondly, I think, yes, people definitely coming home, enjoying a bit more, because it is really hot. Like, to the point where it's like, buddy, don't lie to yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. You're not basking in the heat and humidity. You're not going like, oh, I'm detox. No, buddy, you're suffering.
No,
okay?
yeah. Like right now, I like a beach, for example.
Yeah.
Right now, I would not go to the even with like sunblock and everything. I'm like, no, this is like, it would burn me.
Yeah, it's unnecessary.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's unnecessary. And
like
you
today, we're recording on Friday. It's like 36 or something.
Yeah, it was
during
insane.
the day. It's nuts.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. Like, this is another one of those man-made things where like, well, just don't go outside. Like, no, I want to go outside.
Right.
And I'm gonna get sunblock. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna hydrate with all this electrolytes. I'm like, buddy, just why wasting all these resources inviting stuff when you could just simply avoid it by not going there?
Well, my question, and I think because you're like the indoors expert, what do people do and where do they go?
All right, I'll give you a few things you can do while you're indoors, right?
Yeah.
So if you
don't have to be at home, obviously.
Yeah, but I mean, let's start with home, all right?
Sure.
So you might say, yeah, but you know, I have nothing to do at home. I live in a small apartment and everything. Okay, here are some things you can do. While you're at home, get your phone out and try to find the best Wi-Fi signal in your house.
Right.
Which corner has it? Now, you might say, I can't really tell. I can't sense the Wi-Fi. All right. First of all, look at the little Wi-Fi signal bar, right? So find which corner has the best. So that's your mission number one. Best and worst corner.
Okay.
So now you know, if a friend comes over, you strategically sit them in the best corner. They're like, dude, your Wi-Fi is good. You're like, yeah, man. Yeah, I know my technology, right? You know what I mean? But if you have someone who you're like trying to, let's say, work with, and you're like, dude, I need to buy time right now. I'm in trouble, right? This guy's gonna, once he finishes his stuff, I'm screwed. You put them in the bad corner, so they can't get the Wi-Fi. They're struggling.
That's someone you don't like. Basically.
Exactly. Yeah, someone you don't like, or basically like you're trying to buy time off of them. All right. Okay. So that's game number one. Now you might say, I like specifics. Like, you know me, I need to know like on the dot, how much faster is this?
Sure.
You go to that corner, you get your phone, I go to fast.com, right? And you can measure your Wi-Fi. So that's game number one.
Right.
Right. That's game number one. Game number two,
Let me just say that game number one would take exactly about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah, for the average Hong Kong apartment. All right. So that we covered 3 minutes out of 24 hours, right? Let's keep this going. Now, the next thing you can do is pick a Spotify playlist, right? And I would recommend no more than 10 songs.
Okay.
Now, what you do is you're going to go through this whole playlist, and for every song, you're going to walk around your house, and you're going to categorize each song, how many circles around your house it can do.
What?
You get my point? Yeah. So let's say Britney Spears Hit Me Baby One More Time.
Right.
You walk around your house, you're like, oh, that is like a 7 circle around my house song.
Sure.
You get it?
Yeah.
So you tally that up. Now you've got a good listing of, all right, I need to do this number of steps. I have my, like, you went outside, you did, let's say, 5,000 steps. Your doctor's like, you're going to do 10,000.
Sure.
So all you got to do now is know how many steps per circle of your house.
Yeah.
Then you only play this playlist, and once the song's finished, you're done with the steps. You get my point?
You know what you just did?
Yes.
You basically took stripper concept
Yes.
and applied it to doing steps at home.
There you go.
Because when you go to a strip club,
Yes.
I heard, you pay for song.
Oh, yeah.
the
They'll
lap
dance for a song, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, there
so
you go.
that's what you're doing.
All right, that's fine. I mean, if you have
Yeah.
a pole at home, makes it, you go vertical, not horizontal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. So that's one way. Now, if you were aspiring to be a stripper, hey, guess what? You practice.
Stripper economy or
Stripper economy, exactly. Yeah. All right. So
strip
again,
club economy.
correct. Yeah. And again, this is in your own privacy of your own house. For all I know, maybe you do have 2 poles. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't judge. You do you, right? All right. So that's game number 2 you can do at home. That I believe will easily kill at least half an hour before you get sick of yourself.
Sure.
All right. So we're at 33 minutes, people.
Yeah.
Trust me, this podcast is gonna be a long one. We're hitting all 24 hours, right?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do this. Okay.
Also, I don't know if you misunderstood the question. The question is not an improv game. What do you do exactly? What do you do with these improv? It's like genuine people are like, okay, this guy
Buddy.
seems to be an indoor expert.
okay.
He's always been like
Yeah, indoors guy. Yeah.
Now it's so hot.
Yeah.
What does he know that I don't know that I
Alright.
should try?
Okay, so
I'm trying to get people on your side.
Okay, let's go straight. Okay, so first of all, you know, like how your house can always be reorganized, right?
Yes.
Now, you must understand, a lot of people say, yeah, but you'll never end. You must understand that your life evolves. For example, maybe 1 year ago, you required this notepad over here because you write notes by hand, right? Now, thanks to COVID and everything's online, you're like, oh, I need my camera over here. I need my light over there. You've changed up your life. This is a very good way to check your evolution as a person when you find what other things you need to move around in your house. So reorganizing the house is awesome as help.
Yeah.
Because nothing feels better than finally setting up everything properly and be like, all right, this is perfect. Everything is located exactly where I need it to be, and I can get to it. I know where everything is. You find stuff you didn't know you still had. You find stuff that you had and you didn't realize you needed, and you will find a little detox of the house, of Marie Kondoing it.
Yeah.
Fantastic, man. And
Right.
doing that indoors when the summer heat is outside, oh man.
Yeah.
Not only do you have no guilt, you feel like I didn't waste my day.
That is true.
yeah.
Yeah, this I agree with.
Correct,
I think
yeah.
that's a really good way to like use
Yeah,
the time.
exactly.
When it's like super hot outside.
So that would, let's say, on average, be like, let's say 3 hours. That's a good
Yeah.
amount of time. So we're at 3 hours, 33 minutes, people. Let's fill that 24 hours.
yeah, I mean, I
No.
feel like also people like over the years, especially expats, collect a lot of shit.
Oh, yeah, sure,
Like
yeah.
especially like people leaving, and then like I had at some point, like you always catch it. You live in your own place, so
Yeah.
you might not have this experience. But a lot of people renting, they
Yeah.
move around every couple of years, and every time I move, I'm like, how do I have this?
Yeah, why do you
And
still
it's-
have it? Yeah.
yeah. And it's like a lot of the times people leaving Hong Kong, and then they leave their stuff at mine. Like
Yeah.
usually because I have a little bit of space, I live by myself.
Yeah.
And then they leave and they forget about it, and I
Correct, yeah.
forget about it.
Yeah.
When I was moving the last time from Saimpun to Shangwan, I realized I have 2 ovens.
What?
Yeah, like 2 electric ovens. Like one I use, and
Yeah.
one has been sitting on the fridge in plain sight.
Yeah.
And I just forgot.
Never got to it. You never
I
had
never.
to
It's just
heat
there.
2 things, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
And I'm like, oh, shit, I have an extra oven.
Yeah.
How? What?
Well, there you go. That's why you have to sign up for carousel.com.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that's another fun thing to do. Trying to light your secondhand stuff that you want to sell
Exactly, yeah.
in a way that makes it look
and categorize it too.
let me tell you, people. Carousel, your categories, categories, categories are terrible.
Yeah.
Right? I'm like, every single time I try to put something up, I'm like, I'm going the other section again. Like, how do I not fit into any of this stuff?
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say honestly, the reorganizing of the house for summertime, fantastic. Because when winter comes, man, like, that's the time you want to stay at home. You're gonna see all your mess. And that's when you're like, God, this is just terrible. So I would say if you want to go from a more productive point of view, reorganizing your house during summertime is awesome because also you're going to clear stuff off. You burn calories, you're moving around. It's fantastic. I would say,
It's hilarious how you are an entertainer by profession,
Yeah.
yet you refuse to do anything fun. It's like,
Yeah.
it's impossible to get you to be like, so how
Let's
do
go
I have
bowling.
fun?
I'm like, yeah, why?
No, you're like, so you want to have fun? How about you reorganize your house
Yeah.
and you walk around? I'm like, okay, so here's the question again.
Yeah.
What do people do if it's too hot outside and they want to have fun? You're
All
like,
right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Let's put it this way. The typical stuff, obviously, like the Netflix marathons and
Sure.
video games and everything. I would recommend doing online gaming because that has a social connection to it.
Yeah.
And you're obliged to play.
Yes.
Right? So now with yourself, you kind of be like, I don't feel like it, or you get obsessed and play the whole day long. With online gaming, with a friend especially, is that now either both of you go down the rabbit hole and play for 10 hours, or one of you is going to have to point and be like, man, my wife's calling me. I gotta go.
Yeah.
And you're like, fine, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's one cool thing to do. Another cool thing I would say is to get takeaway food, but pick it up yourself. Dude, the number of deals you get from, let's say, Deliveroo or
Yes.
Food Panda, where it's
when
takeaway,
it's
pick up,
yeah.
and it's cheaper.
Yeah,
you're like,
I never do delivery.
right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, that is worth it itself. So think of it, you get your walk as well. And
Yeah.
it also makes you appreciate your air conditioning even more.
Yes.
When you're at home for a while, you're like, it's not that hot. Yeah, it's pretty good, right? You walk in, you're like, damn, dude.
Every
Man.
time, you come back home. Like I walk the dog, and then I come back, and even the AC was off.
Yeah.
But just because it's still cold.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything, you're all grateful. You're like, life is good, all
All
that
right.
stuff. Yeah.
So let's step out of the house.
'Kay.
And we go indoors somewhere else.
All right, yeah.
Where do we go?
all right. So for me, honestly, indoor somewhere else, usually it just ends up at a comedy show. Like my indoors, okay, the gym at best.
Yeah.
But I guess that's not really fair. It's like,
No.
really? That's how we spend summer at the gym? This is pathetic, man.
Yeah, and it's also like sweaty, and it's like
Yeah. Now, if you really want to get nerdy with me, dude, go to the Central Library and you'll lose your shit with the books over there.
Really?
Dude, they have a lot of selection of good stuff.
Cool.
Yeah. And I'll be honest with you.
I don't even know where the Central Library is.
It's just next to Victoria Park.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like you can, and it's beautiful because number one, you can sit there, it's very peaceful, all that stuff, and they got half the magazines you would ever read. It's all over there as well.
Nice.
So it's all for free, right? You walk in. So I honestly find a lot
Do you
of
have free Wi-Fi?
free Wi-Fi.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have all that stuff, and go find the right corner over there.
Yeah.
Some corners have better Wi-Fi. You could do, kill two birds with one stone, right? You could do that as well.
Right.
But yeah, I would highly recommend go to the Central Library in Causeway Bay. That's awesome. Any other library is good, but the Central Library is cool because number one, it's so spacious, and you get such a big selection of stuff. Now, I'll teach you a little pro tip if you want to borrow books. You don't just look at the shelves, because you see the shelves will show you a bunch of stuff.
Sure.
But if you have a specific book that you like, you actually got to search for it, because a lot of them are stored behind, and not under reservation, but just stored in their archives, and they got to go back and find it for you.
Yeah.
And the coolest thing is that you can ask for 20 different books. They'll get that, and you're like, I don't like it. Just dump it. They'll pack it
damn.
back for you. And the best part of the library, buddy,
For free, with
for
our
free.
tax money.
No, yeah, exactly.
Nice.
All good.
Yeah.
And the best part of the library, if you haven't been there, everybody, this is what I do. I go to the shelves, and like a kid at a candy store, I want that book. I get a bunch of books. I already know I can't borrow all these, number one.
You can't even carry them
I can't
all.
carry them
Yeah.
all. And then I just chuck them all onto one of the seats over there. And I'm going through one by one. Hey, this looks pretty good. You're done. You're like, oh my God, I'm not putting this shit back. You don't need to.
Really?
They have
They
a
just do it
cart.
for you.
It literally says, when done reading, put here. I'm like, this is the
Wow.
shit. That moment you're like, I'm going to go do this again.
Yeah.
I'm going to go pick random books now. just because I can do this.
So let me get this straight.
Yeah.
Part of your fun
Yeah.
is to make other people miserable.
Yes.
By making them do their very physically demanding job.
All right. So now this is where the argument is.
Yeah.
Remember there was a time when they would tell you when you go to McDonald's, don't pick up your tray. You ever heard of
Because
that
those
argument?
people will lose their jobs?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that, but I guess I guessed.
You get it? So same concept.
But I do that because it's usually old ladies, right? But then you're right.
Yeah.
Obviously, if all the customers are doing it, they're like, hey, old lady, get the fuck out.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So in that sense,
But then the old lady never was like, she's always like happy that I put it back.
I mean, yeah, because I guess not everyone's like you. Some people still chuck the tray. If the day
Yeah.
came that everybody was like you, they'd be like, hey.
Yeah, yeah.
Like one or two is like, that's great, awesome,
see.
thanks,
Okay.
You get my point? It's like, okay, let's put it this way. If I have a whole bunch of bags, you carry one bag for me. I'm like, hey, buddy, thanks so much, right?
Sure.
But if I have a bunch of bags and you're like, give me every single bag you have, and I'm walking there without a bag, I'm like, am I incompetent?
useless. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, what are you trying to say? That I can do this, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's what it is. So
Okay.
definitely go to the library, and like I said, even if you don't like reading, the joy of picking up random books, flipping through them, and then you saying, I'm better than this.
Yeah.
And then being able to just put it into a cart and be like, yeah, I don't care.
Right.
Oh, dude.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's really badass,
Yeah.
man. You know what I mean? It's the same feeling you get when you finish your food or don't finish your food at a restaurant. You don't even need to put the fork and spoon together.
Right.
Just chuck it. Who cares? You know what I mean?
And the person behind you. Woo!
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
the
You're like, whatever.
cartoons.
It's just slapped on the tray. It's
Yeah.
on the plate. Like the food's some fell off the plate. You're like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I think so. There you go. You did the same thing
a
at
little,
home.
A little question for you and the audience. When you go to a restaurant, and as someone who did not grow up with a lot of I guess, European etiquette. Like I knew the basics, but I didn't know like
Yeah.
like I just kind of learn it by going to places. They come sometimes between courses and they change the plate.
Oh, that's weird, man.
No, I mean it's not. Yes, but my question is not even the plate. My question is that they always put the fork and knife. They make you keep their fork and knife.
Yeah, but they changed the plate.
And they change the plate, and the fork and knife can be pretty gross.
Yeah.
And sometimes I leave it on the plate as a sign that, like, hey, while you're
Swap
changing a
it,
plate,
yeah,
swap
yeah.
them. But they
Yeah.
never do.
They take it off the
No matter
plate.
how. Yeah,
Yeah.
the most fancy restaurant you ever go to, they pick them up or they ask you to put them on the side.
Yeah.
And then they give you a new plate. I'm like, what about the fork?
Yeah.
So what is the origin of? Like, do you know why?
I have no idea,
Because
but
it
I've
can't
seen...
be like saving soap or something.
So I don't think so. I think it's just a habit because what happens is, let's say you have shellfish. You got all the shells and everything on your plate, and they're not going to like clear the plate. Or I'll just swap the plate for you. And at the same time, for example, you've been eating, they're going to swap the plate for dessert or a different course. Like some chefs are very picky. They're like, I don't want you to mix my flavors, man.
Sure.
So I've had like hotel events where they will swap the plate for every other dish.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay,
No,
fair.
I see that the plate
But why not the
swapping. I
fork
have
thing,
no
right?
issue
Yeah,
with. Yeah, the fork, and sometimes like the fork is pretty gross. Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, it has food on it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm like, hey, swap that. And actually, I was at a hotel buffet and I asked the lady to swap the fork and knife because it was
Yeah.
just disgusting. And
Yeah.
she goes, no.
Huh.
Like, what the
Maybe
hell?
it's a union thing. Yeah, maybe they're like
Contractually, they're not obligated to.
maybe that, or purely from a safety point of view, like the knife and fork we're gonna be touching because there's a chance of poking us and everything with the plate. It can't really injure us. Maybe it's one of
So
those.
weird.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, the swapping of the plates, it happens, and usually if you have like Chinese food, especially hot pot and everything, they'll just walk over and just take your plate and swap it. You're like, oh, huh? You know what I mean? Don't give a shit. They're like, yeah,
Yeah.
whatever, man. We know what you're doing. Let's
And
go.
some bars, it's very annoying. They would just take the drink when it's still like 2 sips in
Oh,
there. I'm
Starbucks,
like, hey!
man. Starbucks used to do that before. What they
Yeah.
would do, right? Okay, so this is again a technique I used to tell people.
Yeah.
First of all, Starbucks before I remember that they wouldn't always give you the lid, so they could see
Ah,
how
yes.
much you got left over, right? So what I would do before, obviously, I would get the juice, and the juice has a lid. So I would have 1 or 2 sips and keep the whole bottle there, have 3 meetings and have that one bottle there.
Yeah.
They can't do nothing. They can't tell me to leave and stuff like that. I would never get a coffee because I'm like, yeah, the coffee's going to suck after like 10 minutes when it's cold.
It sucks when it's hot already. At
That
Starbucks.
already, yeah, exactly, yeah, Starbucks after all, right? Yeah, so you have that. But yeah, I would say the spoon thing, the plate thing, that's pretty badass. What I would say though, if you have friends over at your place, you want to really impress them,
Yeah.
change their plate.
Yes.
Oh my God. They're like, what's going on? You're like, buddy, no,
Yeah.
I don't cook this way. They're like, what?
It's funny you assume that a lot of people in Hong Kong who are like single or even couples have more than like 3 plates.
All right, so here's the trick.
Yeah.
Paper plates.
Yes.
Dude,
then
swap
they're not
paper-
impressed anymore.
Yeah, and they're like, what
Then
the
they
fuck?
think you're like homeless or
You think-
something.
Now you might say, but they might be eco-friendly. All right, reverse it. Plastic plates that you wash.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool actually.
That's pretty badass,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
But so back to indoors. I was thinking, is there like ice skating rink here?
Yes,
Is that
there is.
popular?
Yeah. So there's ice skating and festival walk in Kowloon Tong.
Is it working in summer? Or?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. And there's
I
also
feel like that would be cool in,
that's
like,
pretty
in
bad.
this hot weather.
But you know what, dude? If you ever been to ice skating rinks in Hong Kong, like I know they have it in Tai Kung side, and also Festival Walk they have. I think there's 1 or 2 elsewhere
I
as well.
think there's one in Discovery Bay. Then now that I remember,
Probably.
I took my family there. We were looking
yeah,
at
it's
it.
possible. But you will find the level. Now, again, all due respect to people who know how to skate, because I don't know how to ice skate.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't
Shit.
know, right?
Yeah.
But the level of pretentious people skating there, buddy, it's
Is it like
discouraging,
that,
man.
like the showing off, like how much the
I don't know if they're showing off, but like, because it's such an elegant kind of art form that it just feels like they're showing off.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, the people that play the piano, and when you hit the note with the fingers, like, yeah, you hit it wrong.
Yeah.
But the last note, they have to raise the whole arm out.
Sure.
And you're like, buddy,
Yeah.
come on. I mean, I
Yeah.
get it now. From a music point of view, it makes perfect sense. There's a reason for that. It's visual and
Yeah,
all
show,
stuff.
yeah,
But
whatever.
if you're like, let's say at a park, you're playing the piano, whatever, and your hands flinging around, you're like, come on, buddy. Like, that was unnecessary. Like, no one's going to like Southern Playground playing basketball.
Right.
And like shooting a 3. And then
Yeah.
they're like their hands in the air and like they're doing these gestures, rock the baby. I'm like, what are you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the equivalent in our word is like a mic drop. Right?
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
If
I
you,
guess you can do it like once in a lifetime.
all right, so think of it this way: you would do a mic drop at a comedy show fair.
I
You-
mean,
you
not
would-
really. It's kind of douchey.
Yeah,
to
it's
be
kind of
honest.
douchey, but like you wouldn't do it at an open mic.
No,
You know my point? So ice skating
Yeah.
rink is kind of like the open mic where like you're there to practice, do
Sure,
your thing,
to have
right?
fun, yeah.
Yeah, and you have these guys who are like legit, they know their stuff, they're sliding around, they're slipping, all that stuff, and you can tell these guys know their stuff. Like every now and then doing the twirls, doing spins, and I'm like, okay, buddy,
Yeah.
we get it, man. You get, and I don't know, like that in itself, maybe just the art form itself is a bit too like ho ho ho.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, yeah, I'm good.
When I saw the one, I think was in Discovery Bay, there's also a lot of the beginners have like
cones, right?
The cones, but they look like the old people walkers.
Yeah,
it's exactly the same.
exactly.
And I'm like, that's exactly what I would have, by the way.
Yeah.
If I ever go in there, I
for
would
sure.
have the old people walker.
For sure. I'm like, buddy, I like my knees.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember the only time I've ever done it was like in Europe, like when I was fucking 18 or something.
Yeah.
And I just stood next to the wall for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Moved about 3 steps and left. That's the
Yeah.
entire experience.
I know, yeah,
I
so-
was terrified.
Yeah.
I was like, I had like chicken legs.
Yeah.
And then I was like, this is impossible.
Yeah.
And then you see like a 4-year-old like
Yeah, do
whizzing
it.
by.
Yeah, you're like,
"Fuck
yeah,
off."
yeah, I don't need this. Yeah, like in my head, when I see that 4-year-old whizzing by, I'm like, buddy, you know, you don't know what I've been through. You know, when I was 4, you know, you have no
Yeah.
idea. You
Yeah.
get this privileged lifestyle. Like,
Yeah.
I immediately throw myself into them. Like, oh, it's because you were privileged.
Yeah,
Your parents
exactly.
loved you. You know, you don't
You
have no
make
idea.
yourself excuses
Yeah,
to
yeah,
why
yeah.
you're
If
not
I didn't
able-
have what I had to deal with, man, I would be, you know, yeah, it's one of those things.
While you like grew up in Hong Kong and your life was great.
Oh yeah,
also.
exactly. Like, oh, here I am bitching. Like, oh, you
Yeah.
know, I had homework at school. People, you have no idea what I was going through. It's like, shut
Yeah.
the fuck up, man. Yeah. But I would put it this way. What I do like to do in malls, travelators, man, that is a shit. Travelators is awesome as hell.
I don't know if you're a long-time listener of this podcast. This guy's weird.
Don't
You
you
live
think-
by the mid-levels. Just do that by the mid-levels.
I
up
do,
and down.
I do. But the problem with the mid-levels is I'm always on a mission to get somewhere.
Right.
So I can't really enjoy the travelator for the
Yeah.
travelator. You get it? But in a mall, you're like, buddy, you're standing on travel, like
Wait,
okay,
which mall has the travelator?
I think Tiger King has 1 or 2. No, actually, I mixed it up. In IFC in Hong Kong Station, they have the travelators there.
Oh yeah, but
So-
that's between the.
The stations, yeah. I think
Yeah.
there's 1 or 2 I've seen before as well. I forget now, but like those are pretty badass.
Yeah, these are cool.
Yeah. I know, like for example, I think Elements where they connect to Austin Station for the high speed rail and everything. They got some travelators there as well. First of all, people, the travelator. Anyone who doesn't walk on the travelator. I get you're trying. I'm trying to get my steps in. You know,
Yeah.
I'm like, buddy, you had the opportunity everywhere else.
Yeah,
If you
just enjoy it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, look, you can get your steps in anywhere else. Trust me, when you get back home, do another circle around in the building, okay? But you have a travelator, people. Like, this is disrespecting the guy who invented the travelator.
Right.
Disrespecting the guy who
You're
invented
like,
it.
I'm still walking.
I'm still walking on,
Yeah.
yeah, you know. But I'll put it this way. I get if you're on the travelator and walking. I respect that. You're like, dude, smart, double the efficiency, double the speed.
Sure.
Done, right? But to have the travelator and to walk next to it.
Oh no, that's
Yeah.
rude.
But
Yeah.
you're walking at the same pace.
Yes, exactly.
I'm like, what the fuck is your problem, buddy?
Yeah.
Like, you want to walk or
Yeah.
not? You pick a side.
Yeah, you
man.
can. Yeah, exactly. You can walk on the travelator.
Yeah, you can walk
or
on the
walk
travel-
with the regular speed
Yeah.
off the travelator.
Correct, yeah.
You can't like race the travelator.
Yeah.
Off it.
Exactly.
That's
yeah.
stupid.
Like some travelators are faster and some are slower,
Yeah.
right? So if you are pacing enough to be on the same speed as a travelator, I'm like, come on, man. The ultimate douchey, the ultimate weird, the ultimate where you're like, come on, buddy, this is ridiculous. Is when you are not on the travelator, but your friend is.
Yes.
You keep the pace and you talk to each other. That's like okay, that's a really good friendship, but
Yeah.
I think like, buddy, not
Let
good
me
enough.
one up you. How about you do that with your girlfriend and you hold her hand?
Wow, that's
Yeah.
pretty badass.
So she's
man.
on the right side of the travelator. Let's say the one between.
Okay, yeah. So
Uh,
I'm guessing she'll be on the travelator and I'm
yeah,
the
she's
one walking.
on the travelator.
Ah,
and
I've
you
never
guys
thought
are
of
like
that.
having a full-on conversation while you're holding her hand.
And you have to, the travelator is so far that you have to kind of stretch a little bit.
Exactly, yeah.
Ah, dude, you know what? I think the easiest one is in Chim Sa Choi to get to East Chim Sa Choi Station.
Yes.
They have the really
Yeah,
slim
yeah.
travelators. Those, man. Do those. Those will piss people off.
Yeah,
That will be
especially in like
annoying.
rush hour and everyone is so, and you're just walking so calmly,
Yeah.
and like having like
And you're not walking on the right of the traveler, you're on the left
Yeah.
side. and you're holding hands. You're like,
Yeah.
God damn it, this
yeah,
guy.
I mean you're not doing anything illegal.
Yeah, you can do it. It's just
no one can stop you.
Yeah, love is blind, you know. It seems like so are you, right? Yeah. Oh, dude, I think that would be. You know what? If that becomes a trend in Hong Kong, I will hate it,
Yeah,
but it'd be so awesome.
it would be awesome.
That'd be so crazy.
Let me suggest a couple of things that I think would be enjoyable. One
Yeah.
I do and one I should do. The one I do is going to like big supermarkets like City Super and stuff,
I'm just like walking around.
and walk around and eat samples.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
yeah.
Huh.
It's pretty fun.
I've never liked the whole sample thing because I really feel awkward.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Oh,
I know.
okay. don't
Because I
know.
look like a tourist.
Ah, true. Yeah, that
I'm,
could happen,
you
yeah.
know, especially when I had long hair and stuff.
Yeah.
And IFC ground level has a dog. has a dog, is dog friendly.
Ah.
So I can actually take the dog into anywhere.
Nice.
So it just looks like I just pass by, I'm like, oh, I'm just walking with my dog.
yeah,
What do
trying
you
to get
guys
some
have?
food for them. Yeah. What's this, right? Ah,
Yeah, and
okay.
a lot of the times they also give me samples for the dog food.
Huh.
So it's pretty cool. Like City Super there is pretty nice.
Yeah.
So I sometimes just walk in with my dog. No one stops me.
Mm-hmm,
And then they have like little cakes, like little cheese with a toothpick and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, the typical one,
Olives.
yeah.
Like I'll have all of it.
Yeah.
The other
Ah.
one that I think is a really cool hang is K11 Museum.
Oh yeah. That.
But just to hang around.
yeah.
And just like, because they have art installations a lot of the time just for free.
Yeah.
And also, obviously, the architecture of the place is really nice.
Yeah.
But then upstairs, there's an elephant ground, which, pro tip, you don't have to order from because outside
It's public
it's public
spacing.
space.
Yeah.
So you can actually sit at the elephant ground tables.
Nice.
And they're like, can we help you? You're like, can I help you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I will not be helped by you.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
So, I mean, upstairs obviously would be very hot, like
Yeah.
now outdoors. But that floor is also pretty nice.
You know what? One thing I would recommend everybody try while you're in Hong Kong is go to different malls and find seating area to just sit.
Yes.
That's pretty bad. Now,
Yeah.
the
Well, on Sunday, it's impossible.
it's impossible.
Yeah.
However, what you will find is that if you really run out and you really have to sit, the best way is to go to the toilet area.
Yeah.
They've always got the seating area near there.
Yes.
For the poor guy who's got to wait for his boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever
Yeah.
thing kind of thing. Yeah. So you have that. I would say indoors wise, if you're saying outside of the home, the malls are pretty smart because they design it in such a way that you can zigzag your way around the mall and not get bored.
And a lot of the times, they also have Wi-Fi. Which is pretty
Yes.
awesome. Like IFC
Yeah.
has Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
K11 Museum has Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
and again, I always look for dog-friendly places. Both places are actually dog-friendly.
Yeah.
IFC like ground floor, but you can kind of just take the dog, like carry her or whatever.
Yeah.
K11 they don't care at all, so you
Yeah.
can actually take her everywhere on the elevator and everything, which is pretty awesome.
There's also like the mills in Xinwan. That's a really pet-friendly place, and you see a ton of dogs within Xinwan side. Tons of people have dogs, so there's that. I mean,
So, do you think? I mean, let's face it. A lot of our listeners are between. If we have to geographically track them,
true. Yeah. It's
are
not really
between
happening. Yeah.
Canada Town and maybe Tin Hau.
Yeah. We'll give it that.
There is no way anyone. Please, if you're listening from Chinwan, do write us.
Yeah.
Find us on the WhatsApp.
Be like Xinwan represent.
Yeah,
one of
exactly.
those.
Or find us on our socials. The Funny Vivek or the other Muhammad, and be like, "Yo, what the hell?"
Yeah, what the hell, man? You got to be inclusive, buddy. Include D&I.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell?
So okay, so we covered. I want to try to find every indoor place, like every place that is cool, that we can, like literally cool.
Okay.
That we can hang out in when it's this hot.
All right, so you can go to, for example, a lot of the public sports grounds that you have, that's in Kennedy Town or wherever. Even when people are playing badminton, whatever, technically you're allowed to go there and just sit there,
Right.
and just watch people play.
Oh yeah. Okay,
You can,
that's true. Yes.
right? You can use all the changing rooms. You can do all that stuff. Fill
Yeah, you
your
can
water.
take showers for free.
You can
yeah.
take your showers for free. All that stuff. So every swimming pool, public swimming pool, every public.
I mean,
sports
you can
ground.
also use the pool.
You could, yeah.
That's still, like,
But you
pretty
we're going like pure free.
Oh yeah.
All
Okay.
right, let's go pure free for that one.
Yeah.
All right. So the pool, because just to enter, you got to pay. Right. For the sports grounds, usually you can kind of slip in because they're supposed to register and walk in.
Yeah.
You can do that. You can't go into the gym.
The register is free. Like you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like put your name down.
Yeah,
or whatever.
that or like you just say, "Oh, my friend's inside," or
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh, whatever, we don't care for shit."
Yeah.
Yeah. You have that one. Hotel lobbies are pretty sweet.
Yes,
That's pretty good.
That's a good shout.
That's a good one,
actually.
yeah.
And I
Hotel
think
lobby.
if you go into like a very fancy hotel, they might give you like a welcome drink or something while you're sitting.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I
You
mean,
know
I
what?
just remember I was waiting for someone in a hotel lobby.
Yeah.
And someone just offered me like a Pepsi or something. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right.
You're like,
nice.
sure thing, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have that. Also, the ground floor of the big department stores to get all the free perfume.
Yes.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Right? You walk out smelling better than ever. You
Yeah.
have no idea what you smell like, but
Yeah,
you know, you're
cotton
awesome.
on and whatever.
Yeah, all that stuff and all the Yves Saint Laurent and whatever
Yeah.
things, there's just and obviously be smart when you spray. You that little sheet of paper they give you.
Yeah.
Point it at yourself. All right? And just, I got some on me. I have no idea. And just
Yeah.
throw the paper away when you're done.
Right.
So there's that. Usually, I would say Hong Kong is always the most. MTR station's pretty fun. I'll tell you this though. If you really, really want to explore, certain MTR stations actually have a lot of art installations around. For example, Sham Shui Po, if you go to the platform, they've got like some of these old Dai Pai Dong kind of looks where they
Yes.
have the plastic stools and stuff. They have that theme. If you go to, I believe, Hong Kong, they've got other stuff as well. So all
That's
air
cool. So
conditioned, yeah.
discovering the MTR stations could actually be a fun activity as
Yeah,
well.
that could be good, yeah.
Because as long as you're within the premises,
Yeah.
you're not checking out, you're not tapping out.
No, you're not. Yeah, you're on the platform.
and it's like air conditioned everywhere. Actually, the MTR itself is pretty cold.
For most stations, there are some stations that are not air conditioned.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What?
So, yeah, dude. Yeah. So if you go to like, I
But
believe,
the station, not the train. The train is always
no,
air
the train's always air conditioned.
Yeah.
Yeah, the station itself is not. For example, like Ngau Tau Kok and Kun Tong and those are not air conditioned.
Well, again, that's not.
Again, yeah, but you never know. They're just like, I didn't get off it early enough. I'm screwed, right?
Yeah.
So you have some.
But
of
are you
those.
talking about like because there is also a light tram, right?
I'm not talking about light rail. No.
Yeah,
that's
the
all the
light
way in
rail.
like Yuen Long side. So let's get
Right,
that.
yeah.
But I'm saying some stations, for example, if you take the brown line, which is the one that takes you all the way to Yuen Long, all the way to Wu Kwai Sha, there are certain stations that are outdoors.
Huh?
'Cause they're
I
above
see, I see.
ground,
Like
you know?
yeah, like the Ocean Park one is also.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
I see.
Good example. You get it. So you have those. Even like Wang Shou Hang is also outdoors. You know, so you have to be cautious of those.
Where if we're staying to like dead central, where
Yeah.
a lot of our listeners are,
Yeah.
like Soho, where you live, all of these places.
Yes.
Where do people go indoors? Maybe at night to something cheap. Obviously, you can always go to bars and restaurants. and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Okay, if it's gonna be at night, I would say like places like I don't know. No, City Hall closes. No, you can't because like the theaters, the performance art theaters. Like I know Cultural Center, you can be there till like 10 p.m.
Yeah, because just hang out.
Just hang out.
Yeah.
You know, they have no idea. You're there waiting for the next show, or waiting
Yeah.
for a friend to finish their show. I don't know.
Yeah.
So all those performing theaters, you can be there until I believe 10 o'clock. So those are good. Otherwise, see, the problem with the office buildings is usually after like 9 p.m., 10 p.m., you got to register to enter. And then they get really picky with that. There are some office buildings that they don't really care. And you could actually go into the office building, go up to like the top, and some of them, the roofs are just open.
Yeah,
You can do that.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so you have some of those.
I know I mentioned it before, but this is particularly useful for this couple of weeks. Base Hall is amazing for a free hangout. Guys at Base Hall, please forgive me, but this is
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
The Wi-Fi is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's free, unlimited. There is free
Water and sparkling water as well.
sparkling water.
Yeah.
And again, it's like some sort of a public. I don't know how the law works. It's Hong Kong land, but it's also government or whatever.
Yeah.
Don't care. But you can sit obviously not on the benches where the restaurant, like not at the counter.
Yeah,
where like
not
Mashi
the
no
bar
Mashi or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But the seats next to
The
it.
seats
yeah.
where like you can take your food, like the food court. Sit there all day. No
Yeah.
one is gonna bother you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that must be like some sort of public space because I believe that would belong to the building or something, and
Yeah.
they can't really stop
Because Hong Kong
you.
land probably like owns it, but like also there is some sort of a lease or
Yeah,
whatever.
something about that being public property, whatever.
Yeah.
Just like the IFC, technically that rooftop has to be public space.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that actually would probably be my favorite thing. I mean, heck, you can actually go one step further, take your drinks from outside,
Yeah.
and go hang out at Base Hall.
And use the glass they
I
provide.
use the glass. I mean, it's a little cup, but still,
Hey.
it's a pretty decent cup.
Are
Like,
you washing that? No, you're not.
No,
Yeah.
you can actually come take your cup and
Yeah.
give you a new one.
Yeah.
I'm so gonna lose the venue.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, how you just do that? Like, have your friends.
Yeah.
Like, just take your friends, buy a 6-pack.
Yeah.
And just go hang out in Base Hall.
And usually at some point you're gonna be like, man, my guilt was eating at me, man.
Yeah.
I feel bad, right? Hey, go watch a comedy
Go watch
show.
a comedy show.
And
Exactly.
you're like, hey, we're all even now.
Yeah.
Baseball's happy, you're happy, everybody's happy, right? We gave you the advice.
Yeah.
You enjoyed your day. Now help us enjoy ours. Win-win.
Yep.
Yeah. So I
yeah,
think
so if you do that, that's usually around the weekend, and that's when we are there.
Yeah.
So win-win. Try to make it around a Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
Which is the perfect segue to tell you what we have coming up in the next couple of weeks. So we have on the 20th of July, Thursday, we have an all, I want to say, I guess, the comics in Hong Kong who have like built up like social media following.
Yeah.
Like quite big.
Yeah.
Are like 4 of them, I would say. Like it's you, Jordan, Tim Chan,
Yeah.
and Tim Toe now. Like picking up.
Yeah.
And we have 2 of you guys. We have more than like we have the bigger 2, which is you and Jordan on the same show.
Yeah.
So if we can't get 100 people through,
Yeah,
we
it's
are
ridiculous,
not good
man.
at our
Yeah,
jobs.
exactly. Yeah.
So you, Jordan, myself, and Garen are gonna be performing on Thursday, the 20th. So get tickets for that. That's gonna be awesome. And that's also right before you. Well, you're going to Edinburgh in August.
I'm flying on the 21st to Bangkok.
Oh, yeah,
Remember
that's
to that
right.
Gig?
Yes.
Yeah, I talked about it. So 21st night I'll be flying.
and do you have other gigs to plug before you go to Edinburgh?
No, actually, no. I don't have nothing else.
There you
lined
go.
up.
So
Yeah,
that's people's last
it, yeah.
chance to see you do English stand-up before
Yeah.
you fly to Edinburgh. And then on Saturday, the 22nd, we have Ahmed coming through. Ahmed is a big name in the comedy scene, has been around for 30 years, has done all this stuff. And he's doing Asia tour, and we're very happy to have him. We secured his visa. We have the public entertainment licenses, all 100% legit. And I believe by the time you're listening to this, you'll also see his posters on the street. So check out Ahmed. And then, but the last weekend of July, we have Ben Quinlan headlining. Ben is obviously established name. He has sold out, I believe, the last 16 headliners he did.
Yeah.
And he's expected to do even bigger things. He has a big theater show in Singapore, also with Ahmed and GB Labrador from...
Oh yeah, that's a
yeah.
killer lineup,
It's a
man. My
killer lineup.
goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. GB, Ahmed, and Ben
and
Quinlan.
Ben Quinlan.
Oof,
Yeah, it's a theater show, so they're doing like
That's
a
full on,
600, 700 seater.
Oh, for sure.
That's if you're in Singapore, do check
Oh,
that
you
out.
have to check it out.
Yeah, and it's run by our buddy Omar, who runs Comedy Masala. So that would be fun. So that's all the housekeeping. Really fun to try to figure out what to do in Hong Kong if it's this fucking if going outside is going out on the surface of the sun.
Yeah.
You need to get creative.
Yeah.
But you also can't like be indoors where most of us live in shoeboxes.
Yeah.
So yeah, get creative. Also, if you have ideas of where we can go that we missed, you're like, oh my god, this thing is awesome, you guys forgot it. Please slide into our DMs or text us and let us know.
And I'll give you one final little stupid thing you can do at home.
Yes.
Is take out all the glasses you own,
Yeah.
fill them with water, and see how many maximum liters of water you can store in all your glasses combined.
That's awesome.
And that is the ultimate showmanship of like my house. More glasses, bitch. yeah.
Amazing. If you do try that, tag us.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys. See you next week.